So what in the world does a world-class soccer player have in common with a master of a classic 90s cartoon? I know, it sounds like the setup to a really strange joke, right? But the answer reveals this fundamental, almost magical secret about how your brain is literally built to learn.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. On one hand, you've got an elite soccer player, someone whose whole career is built on reading these tiny, subtle movements of an opponent. And on the other hand, you've got a young expert who can instantly recognize hundreds of different digital monsters. I mean, they seem like they're from completely different planets, but their brains are doing something that is remarkably similar.
Just think about the sheer speed of that recognition for a second. The soccer pro doesn't consciously sit there and analyze body posture. They just know where the other player is going. And the Digimon expert, they're not mentally scrolling through a list. The name and the character are just there, instantly. It's like a specific form of genius, tailored to their own field. So this is really the core of our mystery. Is there some common piece of neural hardware they're both tapping into? A secret engine for expertise that might be hidden inside all of our heads? Well, to find out, we've got to look inside the brain itself. All right, our investigation is going to start out on the soccer pitch. To really see what makes an expert's brain tick differently, scientists put both high-skilled and lower-skilled players into an fMRI scanner. This let them literally watch the players' brains react to game situations in real time. The setup was actually pretty simple, but totally brilliant. They showed all the players these video clips of an opponent dribbling and making a move. The players just had to predict the final direction, even when the opponent tried to fake them out. The big question was, would the experts' brains light up in a different way? And wow, this slide right here shows the sheer volume of experience we're talking about. This isn't just some raw talent. The higher skilled players, on average, had more years playing. They were putting in 3 times the training hours every single week, and they watched way more matches. They had completely immersed themselves in the game. And all that immersion definitely paid off. The study confirmed what we can see on the field with our own eyes. Experts are just better and faster at cutting through all the noise to see what really matters. They can spot those little telltale signs of an opponent's true intentions before a novice has even processed the first step. But the question remains, where in the brain is this actually happening? And here is the crucial clue. This superior performance wasn't just spread out all over the brain. Nope. It pointed researchers toward one very specific, very powerful region that seems to be doing all the heavy lifting for this kind of high-speed pattern recognition. So meet our prime suspect, the Fusiform Gyrus. It's the structure located down in the temporal lobe, and it has become super famous in neuroscience as a hub for recognizing complex visual stuff, whether that's a face, a word, or maybe, just maybe, a feint on a soccer field. You know, the best way to think about the Fusiform Gyrus is like a powerful, customizable processor. You can train it to become incredibly good at recognizing very specific patterns. But recent research is showing it's a bit more complex than just a single engine. It's more like a whole system with several specialized parts. So first up, you have the medial part. Think of this as the combiner. It's taking in information from your different senses and starts putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, creating this rich, integrated picture of what you're looking at. Then right next to it is the lateral part, and this acts as the classifier. This is where the brain gets really, really specific. It's what's responsible for that super fine-grained identification, like telling one specific face apart from another, or one species of bird from a really similar one. And finally, there's the anterior part. We'll call it the meaning maker. It connects the pattern you've just classified to all your deeper knowledge about the world. It's the part that says, okay, not only is that a face, but it's my friend's face, and they look happy. So we have this incredible brain system for recognition, and for a long, long time, scientists thought its main job, maybe even its only job, was recognizing faces. This led to a huge debate and, you guessed it, a major plot twist in our story. This brings us to this central conflict. On one side, you've got the face module theory. This one argues that this brain area is an innate, special-purpose tool just for faces. But on the other side, you've got the expertise theory, which suggests it's a flexible tool that adapts to whatever you spend thousands of hours staring at, be it birds or cars or cartoon characters. To settle this debate, scientists needed the perfect test case. And it came in the form of Didi,
a young boy with autism who, wasn't particularly interested in faces, but had developed this deep, passionate expertise in the world of Digimon.
The fMRI results were absolutely stunning. When Didi looked at pictures of Digimon, his Fusiform Gyrus lit up like a Christmas tree. But when he looked at human faces, nothing. No significant activation. His brain, which was supposedly wired for faces, had instead become wired for his special interest. And the researchers themselves knew just how huge this was. They wrote that DD might be the definitive proof that this brain region isn't just for faces. It was a massive, massive win for the expertise theory.
So now we can finally solve the puzzle we started with. We have the soccer player and the Digimon master. We have the brain region, and we have the shocking evidence from patient Didi. So, what does it all mean for us?
The secret connection is the fusiform gyrus. But it's not some hardwired face detector, it's a flexible, incredibly powerful expertise area. Through focus practice and attention, it physically reorganizes itself to become a master detector for whatever you point it at. So think about it. The soccer pro spent years and years training their fusiform gyrus to recognize the subtle patterns of human body movement. The Digimon master spent years training the exact same brain region to recognize the patterns of cartoon characters. It's the same hardware, just running different, specialized software. And the key takeaway here is that this isn't just about soccer or Digimon. This is basically a blueprint for all of us. You can unlock the superpower in your own brain. All you have to do is choose something you're passionate about, invest the hours of focused attention, and consciously build your brain's own custom pattern recognition engine. The most incredible thing about all of this is that your brain isn't static. It's waiting for instructions. It is fundamentally designed to build expertise. So the only question left is, what will you choose to teach it? What will you become an expert in?